Right, I'm assuming I'm recording. I ain't sure where to start. It's trying to put thoughts down. I'm not being... Anyway, the truth about mental illness. Cause. Cause of the truth. Oh, it's all there in my head. What is it? What is mental illness? Well, for me, it was at its height, I suppose. The deepest, darkest pit of despair that anybody could live in, I suppose. I mean, symptoms, emotions completely running wild. Fear, anger, sorrow, all of them. All of them kicking off at once. Thoughts of... you couldn't even grab the thoughts, you couldn't even grab your mind. It's like 100 conversations going off, a gaggle of geese talking at the same time. You can't grab one single understanding from any of it. It's completely and utterly deliberate, oh, whatever the word is. It's all in my head. It just won't come out in this stupid video thing. When I say it in my head, it's so easy, it's so obvious. But the hardest thing is to try and put your mind and your thoughts down on something like this. This is, like, I don't even want to do it. But it has to be done. I have to do this. So start again. Mental illness is the worst pain I think I've ever suffered. It never goes away. You sleep, you go to sleep, you wake up. Sleep seems like you've been asleep for 2 seconds. Wake up and you're back in the same predicament. Doesn't seem to be any escape from it at all. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And if you're going through this at the moment, I feel for you, I really do. But I'll tell you one thing now. If you've contemplated suicide like me, do not do it. You think you escape from it, you won't. You won't escape. It's horrible. I've been to therapists, I've been to doctors, and it all, you know. Who am I? I'm just nobody. I'm nobody at all. Bloke living in England. I don't know who's going to watch this. I don't know if it'll ever be watched. I'm just trying to hopefully help some of you get free from the pain. It's so hard to even contemplate the truth, even to know the truth. I mean, you won't even understand it. You won't even get it. Same as me. I didn't understand. I didn't know how this would all be, how I would be. I didn't know I'd be doing this. But I tell you now, mental illness is such a bad virus. And the medical profession don't know what causes it. Why not? You know, they should do. They should know by now. But they can't. They can't because nobody knows. Well, I do. I know what causes it. I might seem arrogant. It might be arrogant. You might think, oh, what does he know? Doesn't know nothing. I tell you, I've suffered so flipping badly because of this. I don't want anybody else to suffer. If they can just grasp the concept of the truth of it, maybe you might come to understand. It is the hardest thing to understand. So I'm trying to explain what it is really. It's excuse me, people are walking past. I mean, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with. I can't stand looking at myself as it is. Anyway, many people blog, don't they, nowadays? They do these things, they try to explain things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, mental illness, cause, now, what is it? Right, easiest and best way that I've come to understand it is the mind. What is the most important thing in the body? What part of the body is the most important? Years ago, we used to think, that it was the liver or the heart or the kidneys. We didn't even know what, thousands of years ago, we didn't even know what the brain did. We didn't know its function because everything else had a function. Found this out by obviously cutting up people. It's not until recently that we found out the brain does a hell of a lot. Makes things work properly, what have you. But none of these things that are in us are the most important.
It must have been hard to build this back in the day.
The most important thing about the human body is the mind. The mind. What is it? What is the mind? Does it control anything? No. It controls our actions for a start. In some ways it's separate from us. Does it control the brain? I don't think it does. The mind is completely different, completely separate. But yet we are a whole per se. One thing can't live without the other. It's just impossible. Impossible to do, impossible to even contemplate, So the mind is the most important thing. And if your mind has gone tits up, basically, one go, who can fix it? It's who can, it's very difficult to figure out what you can do. So I'm going to try and show you what's going on. To try and make you understand. I don't think I can make you understand. So I know the truth, I know part of the truth. It says an eye-opener, it really is. I know I'm waffling, but I've been thinking about doing this for so long, I've confused myself and I've thought about it too much. The mind, anyway, it's just basically your computer. It's an analogy of a computer. When we get a computer from, brand new, there's no viruses on it. It's factory fresh, and it's good. You can look at it. It runs well. Does everything else. You put your apps on it. You put your programs on it. Runs well. Starts up quickly and everything else. And this is like the mind. When we're born, it's factory fresh. We run pretty well. We do what we're supposed to do. But during time and bits and pieces, what happens is that you put, like a computer, you end up getting a virus. Now, you can look at the computer, it still looks the same. But inside there is something going on. It starts running strange, pop-ups start appearing. And it's like, oh well, if you can deal with that, you'll try and fix it. But you carry on. And eventually you on another site and that gives you another virus or something. Maybe holds you to ransom, ransomware, malware, all this stuff that keeps coming in. You might buy an antivirus thing and try and fix it yourself. 20 quid, whatever. Just put it through. It might work for a bit. Basically, the computer is now getting corrupt. And the more you use this computer, the more things you go and see and watch and look and listen to, it gets more and more confusing. The computer program itself is running bad. It's corrupted. This is the same as us. As we go through life, we don't know what right way to be, the wrong way to be. We're basically winging it. And what we don't realise is we've been downloading viruses. But these viruses, for us, are the same viruses as a computer. can imagine that the computer eventually gets so corrupted that there's only one option for it. Well, there's a couple of options. You can, try and give it to an expert who knows how to fix them. Cost you a fortune. Try and fix it for you, but to go in there and try and find it hidden in all the code, it's impossible. Virtually impossible. That's like us. You go to therapists. You go and get medication. It could cost you a fortune. You can't fix it. You do not know the cause. Why is my mind going so bad? Why do I feel so wrong? Where are these emotions coming from? As like a computer, you're basically knackered. And no amount of Norton 360 was an antivirus, anti-whatever it is. It stops and tries to repair damage. Well, can't we have a Norton 360 installed in us? Well, yes. I found out, yes, you can. You can. You can put a Norton 360 in. But unfortunately, because we're so corrupted, we would corrupt that file, that information. It will not enter us. It won't enter us. Different situations might change in our lives and we might carry on, but we're still infected. And we can infect other people as well. Same as a computer. You get an email from a corrupted computer, it corrupts the next one, and the next one, and so forth and so on. Until eventually all computers are knackered. All gone, all knackered. It only takes one decent person who knows how to send a proper virus to one computer to infect every computer. Well, that's what's happened with the human race. We literally are so corrupted mentally that there doesn't seem to be any escape from it. Nobody knows the truth. Nobody knows how to get out of it. Where could you get the help? Therapists. I've been to therapists over all these years. I'm 54 years old. I spent most of my life in mental illness. Struggled. Take these tablets. You was abused when you were a child. Oh, crikey, all of us have been abused, I think, in some form or other. It's just wrong. It's wrong. God, I don't look like... I hate looking at myself. I look so knackered. Anyway, right, okay. You'll have to forgive me for this babbling. It isn't babbling. Somebody can just... If you figure out what I'm talking about. Computer is us. We are a computer. We're just a better computer. And we've just downloaded a load of viruses and we don't know. They're so subtle. The first virus you get, subtle. You wouldn't even know it was affecting you. It has. It's like your mind, if you imagine that there's a pathways that the computer is supposed to take to get to it quicker, to these places quicker. If you get virus into that piece there, it can't go through. It goes through other pieces to try and get somewhere. And basically then it has to use those routes to get to where it's got to go. It'll get there eventually, but it's got to use different pathways. Same with us. When we get infected, we make up our own pathways to get to a certain understanding or a point. But that bypasses fail-safes. It bypasses so many different things. It literally is you doing this to yourself. You've got to try and understand this. This virus, you have downloaded it into your own mind. Nobody else has done it. Other people have maybe done things to you, or you've done things that have made and corrupted your mind to such an extent. But you don't understand why it's doing it, why you're doing it, why you're thinking this way.